Ah, hello there, Site 42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP Foundation. And welcome to another Coffee Break with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site 42. As always, I am Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director here at Site 42 of the SCP Foundation. And as I have done for over the last year and counting, because that's right, the daily stream streak remains strong. I'm here to open my office doors to you, the SCP Foundation staff, to answer your burning questions about this dark and mysterious place of employment we call the SCP Foundation. Whether you have questions about the anomalies we contain, the staff who contain them, the groups of interest who try to stop us from containing them, or hypothetical containment procedures for anomalies that fall outside of the SCP Foundation's purview, perhaps they're from a different multiverse or pataphysical narrative level, i.e., fandom. Either way, we are here for the next 1 hour for today's stream, followed by general Q&A. But before we begin today's main subject, let me start with a little bit of housekeeping. First, bored as hell. Congratulations on being the #1 most punctual member of today's Containment Hazard Assessment team, i.e., congratulations on being first chatter. Then, Sleepless Dragon, Amber Chaos, Senior Researcher Alex, Legendary Doge, Froy, Aoki, Anomalous Hodge, Captain Gilbert, Gray, everyone who I've just named, alongside Chester Factory, who got in at the very last second. Thank you for being here punctually, and thank you for being here as members of Site 42 on YouTube. We appreciate your membership and your service. Furthermore, interns, Ghost Rider, Daring Commander, McCullough, Light Steve, Flames. Insert channel name, Scared Gamer, Sarah, Scorcher, Hunter Mark, Cisneros, and Taylor. All of you, thank you for being here punctually, and thank you for being here just for being you. Also, Puppy of Interest 42, thank you for being the sweetest puppy on Site 42 campus. The sweetest pumpkin. Mobile Task Force Agent, Puppy of Interest 42, codename Charlie. The sweetie pumpkin is here for your approval and for the treats that she is receiving on your behalf. Treats for the treat puppy. You forgot a crumb. Please take the crumb. Thank you, baby girl. Sweetest pumpkin at Site 42 is here for you. Whee! And I'm out of wipes. Curses and drats. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. Is it a min pin? There is some min pin in there, but at least half Chihuahua. 49%. 49%. By the way, lab coat is fire on you. Ah, yes, thank you, Zombie Cat. This is our Pride Month celebrating lab coat, because, of course, it is Pride Month. and Pride Fest 2026 is currently going on the SCP Foundation. Now, we have been celebrating by doing small summaries of the Pride Month articles, and then I've been telling you to read them because, of course, we are celebrating Pride Month this month. Now, yesterday we missed the Pride Month feature because Fan Art Friday. So let's catch up. The next two Pride Fest 2026 features are SCP-2911, which, while not a bad article, is a hate crime. This article, if you are a trans researcher here at the Foundation, caution. This article is fucked beyond belief. You will feel bad if you read it. This is 8980 levels of, oh my god, that's gore of my comfort character. Be warned. Nasty, nasty stuff. Lots of content warnings. Then, the next day, today's Pride Month feature for Pride Fest is called A Tale Called The Bow Transition. This is what if the SCP Foundation character General Bow turned into a trans person. And, suffice it to say, it does not stop them from being a villainous bastard. In fact, they get to hide behind their diversity rather than being a cishet white man, which makes some of their evil even more apparent. I guess estrogen did not fix her. But you can enjoy both of these articles for a bit of a dour look at the SCP Foundation's LGBTQ side. We do support the LGBTQ community, but that does not mean that they always do the right thing, because they are still people, and people can be real fucked up. Well, and one of them is monsters who fuck up trans people. Like, in particular. It's real mean. So SCP-2911 and The Bow Transition are our Pride Fest features for the day. Enjoy them, Foundation staff. Now, a reminder, we are sponsored. We are sponsored, or in fact, sponsoring, the upcoming SCP Containment Breach, the movie. This movie will be in theaters, but only if we successfully fund it. Let us enjoy the delightful trailer. So, if you want an SCP Foundation movie to make it to movie theaters so we can catch up with our little brother, The Backrooms, then you must donate and share this Kickstarter. And I am considering an idea to help that matter. You see, we have a lot of great artists in the Site42 community. And what can we do as artists to support the SCP Containment Breach movie? I am making a call to our SCP Foundation artist to make movie posters for SCP Containment Breach the movie, which then I will share on my social media to signal boost the project. And so, ASAP, I am making a call. Make a movie poster featuring characters, the design of the SCP Containment Breach 173, propaganda posters for the Foundation, intern Ratty. You're damn right. I want movie posters. If you make a movie poster for SCP Foundation, SCP Containment Breach the movie, hashtag SCP the movie. Once you make that poster, I want you to share it with the hashtag SCP the movie. I want you to tag me in it so I know it exists, so I can retweet it and or share it with the user handler of the platform that you prefer. So propaganda posters, that is our mission, artists. As soon as possible. The sooner we get this done, the more time we have to keep this going. Foundation propaganda. That is how we do it, people. Now, I am almost to the point where we move to the general Q&A. But I have one more subject going on that I need to share with you. I have been informed by a fellow SCP Foundation voice actor, Nox the Vox, i.e. Nolan. And Nolan has shared with me that there is a new SCP Foundation canon tabletop role-playing game posted on the wiki. Pardon, my throat is feeling better, but I'm not fully healed yet. That's why my voice is huskier today. If you go onto the SCP database to a URL 7OW RPG, then you will find the 7th Occult War role-playing game, Pulp Action Adventures in the World of the SCP Foundation. I hate when the formatting does not work. The world is at war. Europe has fallen. Hitler's armies have swept through Poland and France. In the east, the Red Army fights a grueling war of attrition, forcing the Nazis to pay for every inch of ground. In the west, Great Britain remains resolute, despite regular bombardment by the Luftwaffe. Across the sea, American factories roar to life, churning out munitions by the millions. All of the world's energies are turned toward one thing: total war against the Axis. You already know about that war. This is not that war. Europe has fallen. Nazi occultists loot and pillage the ancient and sacred places of power with impunity. Tool sorcerers sacrifice hundreds in perverted rituals. The forces of evil are hell-bent on a singular goal, although only they know what it is. Arrayed against them is the desperate coalition of strange bedfellows, secret societies, holy orders, research institutes, governments in exile, military units, resistance cells, mercenaries, and more, united in one cause: to stop the Nazis by any means. They will use every science and magic at their disposal to wage a parallel war, a secret war, an occult war. This is the 7th Occult War, and the stakes are the fate of the world. A message from the designers. Very simply, this is a game about killing fascists. We want to emphasize this, so we'll say it again. This is a game about killing fascists. No notes. That is an upvote for me, dog. You got me. You got me. I know this is hard to see, but this, because of my formatting on dark mode, but this is rules and modules for the 7th Occult War tabletop RPG game that you can play for free because it is posted to the SCP database. You can just follow the rules here. You can just make a game. And so, we want you to make Nazi stew. If you are a part of the groups of interest that endorse cannibalism. We don't endorse cannibalism. But if you and your group, possibly the Sarkics, endorse cannibalism, then yes, Nazi stew. So, as you can see, there's a lot happening. today. We're supporting the movie. We've got a new tabletop game. All sorts of stuff. And so, thank you, Site 42 staff, for being our backup in this scenario. We are doing our best. I will now open the floor to general Q&A. I would, but I don't eat trash. Fantastic, Puppet Boy. Fantastic. Dr. Sherman, my Twitter isn't letting post photos. Does YouTube community post work for the movie poster art thing? Yes. If you get it posted on a community post, I can save it or screen cap it and post it from there. Yes. Also, you can post them in the Site 42 Discord server and tag me. You are allowed to tag me if you post an SCP movie poster so I can share it. Intern Tumbari, the desk is having a particular personal holiday, so the desk is not present today. What I would suggest to you is tomorrow when the desk arrives, say a good "Hey buddy, hope you're doing well, good to see ya." All right, I'm now going to catch up on the donos, and then we will return to general Q&A for the last 45 minutes of today's stream. So, starting with Scarlett, thank you for your first donation of today's stream as well as being a member, and grab yourself a milkshake on your way past the commissary. Hi, love the outfit. How are you at the moment? Well, thank you. My mother gave me this Pride-themed lab coat. I think it looks pretty cunning, don't you think? Furthermore, I am doing well, except for this scratchy throat. But we're doing our best. I just did arm day at my site's gym yesterday, so now my shoulders are sore. Hey, Chester Factory. Good job keeping up with the Foundation Fitness Initiative. We will be swole. We will be researchers. Smart and swole. Who should I use in my poster? Gonna make an SCP version of the I Want You poster. Aoki, I would recommend any site director, probably. Pick a site director that you want to draw. Aoki, Dr. Sherman would be good for the We Want You because I believe Shaw is getting removed from the movie. Yes, Shaw is being removed from the movie, and I wasn't gonna say myself, but sure, if you want to use me. Senior researcher Alex, thank you for your 14 months as a level 1 researcher here at Site 42. We appreciate your membership and your service. I like the jacket, Doc. Well, thank you very much. I do think it sits rather cunning. Crimson Paws, thank you for sending a star to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. They are currently a 1-star ranked team out of 5. They need to be doing better, but I see some more stars, so let's see how this went. Alki made it a 2-star team. Fry bought us to a 1-star team again. And Zombie Cat made us a 2-star team. So you guys are currently a 2-star team. Let's see if that gets fixed later. Intern Ayala, thank you for sending a laughing disco to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I am sure they will successfully enjoy the sweet, sweet moves on the dance floor in a comical fashion. The black and white in the middle makes you look like an ally flag. Hey, that's navy blue, although compared to this, it does look black thanks to the brightness pop of the rainbow. But yes, my author, while cishet, does approve of LGBTQIA rights as well. I, of course, as an asexual, am the A in that acronym, and I appreciate that everyone else is part of the community. Froy, thank you for your 3 months as a level 1 researcher here at Site 42. We appreciate your membership and your service. Happy Pride plus trans rights to my fellow trans peeps. Approved. Crimson Paws sent 3 sparkles to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure you guys will be cleaning up that glitter for a week. 100 stars. Thank you for sending 2 100s and some sparkles to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure they will continue to keep it doubly 100 as they clean up another couple days worth of glitter. What'd you think of my new SCP movie edit? It's like the 6th one. I think I've lost count. Flames. Thriller was an inspired choice for your edit because damn, now we're also getting the sweetness of the Michael movie algorithm. Very clever work. $953, thank you for sending a star. You've made them a 3-star team. Froy has made them a 4, 5, 6, 7-star team, back to 2 stars. Froy, you're off your game. You got to pay attention to other people's stars. You're losing it. You're currently a 2-star team again. Hi, Dr. Sherman. Where can I find the link to the Discord server? Intern Sketchies, our Discord server. I just want to. Oh wait, I gotta. Froy has made it a 5-star team successfully. Good work fixing your mistakes, Froy. And for that, the entire chat rises in ranking. Because that's what we do. When we fail, we get the fuck back up again. Thank you, Hercules Mulligan. Do you plan on bringing your server into the SCP the Movie Twitter post thing so we can hopefully get it trending? Flames. The problem is a lot of the people in the Discord server are not on Twitter. One of the problems that I've been trying to find a way to rectify is that the groundswell of our community are not posters. And so we need a way to rally posters. I'm considering making a channel or something where we can disseminate what needs to be shared so that people who actually post can see it and then post to their platforms. Hey, do you have an Instagram? We do have an Instagram. In fact, Instagram is our 3rd biggest platform. Although I barely use it, it is the bigger of the 2, so I need to use it more often. To be honest, that suit Dr. Sherman's wearing is iconic. I want to draw it for Fan Art Friday. Yes, well, thank you. As I said, my mother got me this rainbow lab coat. I think it looks rather cunning. Happy Pride Month. And also, I was Joseph in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat a couple of years ago. So, it's a good fit. I really want the coat from that. If you hunt my Instagram, you can find the Technicolor Dreamcoat. It was a great coat. Really wish I had that coat. And Sketchies, I never actually answered your question because I got distracted. The Site 42 Discord server is a secret. You have to know how to find it. Because, like the SCP Wiki, first of all, you have to be 18 or older. And if you are, because the SCP Foundation deals with a lot of adult content, so just like the SCP Wiki, we don't allow minors. That would just require way too much moderation. Because there's a lot of extreme violence and extreme sexuality on the SCP database. We don't want that being subjected to minors without proper precautions. So, the second layer of defense is you have to find the Discord server. It's an Easter egg hunt. Now, I will tell you, you can cheat. If you go to the Patreon and you become a Site 42 patron, they send you a link to the Discord server. And so that makes it rather easy. But if you don't want to become a patron, which, I mean, we'd appreciate the generosity, but not everyone can afford to in this terrible time. Thanks, SCP-5004-B, you bastard. The Easter egg hunt to where it is located is, there's a hint at the end of stream, which is in approximately 40 minutes. So if you're here at the end of stream, you'll get a hint as to where the Discord server is. The Bee Librarian, thank you for your 5 months as a level 1 researcher here at Site 42. We appreciate your membership and your service. Hello again. How do these star things work? Lol. So the star things should be at a little button at the bottom of your chat on mobile only on mobile devices, at the bottom of the chat next to the text box. There should be super chats, there should be the little gift button on gift box, and there are all sorts of little gifts that I think YouTube gives you a couple of gems each month to spend freely, but then you have to buy more. Why are you dressed like that? Well, because the SCP Foundation is celebrating Pride Month, but I still want to wear protection in case of experimental failures. So you wear the lab coat, but you make it festive. Well, I probably need to update my app then because it doesn't show up. You might need to update your app, or you might need to make an option, a setting somewhere to make it happen. Coolman Fight, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a hot cocoa on your way past the commissary. Yesterday was Denmark Constitution Day, June 5th. Well, happy Constitution Day to you all. I hope your country is doing well. Doc, I repeat, there's a peanut-looking statue is standing in front of me. Intern Polid, don't worry about that. That is the life-size replica of Mr. Peanut, the Peanut spokesman. That statue will not kill you. It will give you a wet willy, though, so be cautious. It's kind of gross. Do you know about the series SCP Sedition? Yes, intern sketchies. I am familiar with Sedition. I do show up to their chat from time to time during premieres. My D&D group just used the SCP Foundation for our campaign, and it was so much fun. Intern comment, that's very good. There's a lot of stories and characters and monsters and objects. A lot of these can be gamified for D&D games quite well. Intern Cheese, happy Pride Month to you as well. Intern Dixie, I haven't been to a stream for a while, but just want to say I love your work and my phone's about to die, so bye. Well, thank you for dropping in for just a moment. Hope you're doing well, and thank you for enjoying our work. I'm turning 34 this year. How old does all of you turn this year? Coolman Fight. My big 4-0 is coming at the beginning of August. We are fast approaching the next decade of Dr. Sherman time. Is there a way to get over the sore muscles other than time or painkillers? Chest to factory. I do suggest both light, dynamic, and static stretching. Dynamic means stuff like swinging your arms to loosen them up and then holding the stretch. Stretching can do a lot to reduce soreness after a exercise. Of course, it's best done as a cool down post-exercise, but you can still get benefits after the fact. It'll loosen you right up. Just don't go overboard on the dynamic. Don't swing for the fences and injure yourself. Controlled dynamic stretching. Wait, what day in August? Redfail Hawk. My birthday is the 3rd of August, which I will be celebrating at MetroCon Tampa this year because I will be traveling to Florida for MetroCon Tampa. And that convention is literally July 31st, August 1st, and 2nd. So I'm counting it as my birthday weekend. Pardon. Dr. Sherman, since you go to the gym, I was wondering what is your favorite machine to use? Interns 2 sticks. For the Foundation Fitness Initiative fans out there, I do not have a favorite machine because every machine has a purpose. The goal you should be trying to hit at the gym is working out a variety of muscles to grow stronger overall. Now, for anyone who wants a simple gym split to get the job done easily, what I would tell you is for upper body day, you want to simplify it. You want to do from down up pulls and pushes. So that would be your upright row and then your tricep dip or press down. You want to do horizontal pushes and pulls. So chest press and rows. And you want to do upper pushes and pulls. So shoulder presses and then chin ups. I use assisted chin-up bar because of the weight I gained from my injury. I can't do a full pull-up yet, but I'm working my way back. So that's your upper body day. You can do those with machines. You can do them with dumbbells, but you just want up push and pull, front push and pull, lower push and pull. For leg day, you want squats. You want glute presses like bridges or hip thrusts. You want RDLs, deadlifts. Don't injure yourself by going too heavy on deadlifts. Don't be a hero. A lot of people hurt their back. Be careful. Straight back, hold your core, all that. And then frontal, reverse, side to side leg lifts of sorts to work out the different areas of your hip. Finish with calf raises. So that is, I do an upper body day, I do a lower body day. These are my splits to keep it going. Intern Sprout, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Dixie Spear, thank you for sending a 100 to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure they will keep it 100. Barker, thank you for sending a laughing disco. I'm sure the chat will dance the night away comically. Happy earthly birthday, Dr. Sherman. I mean, we can't call it my early birthday yet. It's actually Agent Goose's birthday in 4 days. So I can't celebrate my birthday, although that would be a very Leo thing to do, but I'm not going to do it. No. Agent Goose's birthday is the 10th. We celebrate that for now. You're approaching 40. I thought you were like 20-something. Intern Forgotten. That is what happens when you do the Foundation Fitness Initiative. When you take care of yourself. When you eat moderately healthy. I'm not even that healthy of an eater. But if you take care of yourself, if you exercise, if you drink water, you do not age so much. And you get better. Hello, puppy of interest. What can I do for you? The sweetie pumpkin has arrived again.
Sleepy.
Oh, such a sleepy baby.
Sleepy.
Oh, drowsy baby.
Sleepy baby. So eepy.
So
Nah.
Mwah. Also, according to Agent Goose, he has more of a skin routine than her. Yes, Froy. Yes, I do moisturize. Uh, if you go to Kiehl's of San Francisco, you get yourself just a nice moisturizer with some sunscreen. Does wonders for your skin. I believe SCB Galliana's Kickstarter closes soon. Captain Gilbert, that closed like a month ago. What are you talking about? Their Kickstarter closed a month ago. They made their goal. What do you mean? Intern Shadow and Gamer, thank you for your subscribing to Site 42. Welcome to staff. Crimson Paws, thank you for sending a 100 to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure they'll keep it 100 at your urging. Turret, thank you for sending 2 gold doubloons, 4 gold doubloons to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure they'll spend them wisely. And then Barker, thank you for sending a 100 to the chat. I'm sure they will continue to keep it 100. They damn well better. Also, someone pointed out that my lab coat does not have an SCP logo. Yeah, once Eric makes me a rainbow Pride logo, once Toad King Studios on Etsy comes out with a Pride SCP logo, then I'll get one for the lab coat. But it won't match if it's just white or black. I need it to be rainbow colored. Toad King Studios, get on it. Pride patches. There's a call out to our favorite SCP merch maker. You let him know. I've been getting news from them that it's still open for a week on Instagram, that it closed a few days. Might be old. It might be old. Dr. Sherman, you can tie-dye the patch. That really depends on the material the patch is made of, but maybe I'll talk to Eric about it. Or I'll just get Eric to make one. Eric, do it! Coolman Fight, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. I know, you already donated. Did I give you something for the commissary? Get a rice ball if I didn't give you something from the commissary. Dr. Sherman, you and Soviet Wumble is same age. Well, I don't know Soviet Wumble, but I hope they are aging as gracefully as I am, and that they are as cool as I am. Oh my god, you just reminded me, since we're talking about my birthday now. A couple of years ago, thanks to the size of the Site42 TikTok, I ended up on famousbirthdays.com. And the websites like this, they just list birthdays so that you go check out famous people's birthdays. And they list some facts about you, but they just scrape your social media and they do not really do a good job of it. So my profile there is very silly, and I can't really get them to change much. But I did get them to change that they had other social media interactions. They had Dr. Sherman tweeted about Andrew Tate. And I was like, no, you can't just say that because people might think it's supportive. You have to put that I was making fun of Andrew Tate. That way people know I don't like him. Come on, you can't do this to me. They changed it to Dr. Sherman was mocking Andrew Tate. And I was like, thank you. That's damn right. Gay lab coat? More likely than you think, shark nerd. Is there any cats? Well, skittering around Site 42 are some cats somewhere, but it's a question if they'll make any appearances. Intern Butt Buster. Unless Diddy is an SCP of some sort, I am uninterested at all in the case. If it's not SCP related, it is not necessary. Oh, that does inspire me to see if Diddy is actually on the SCP database anywhere. This could be very funny. That's a reference to Diddy Kong, which is not the same thing. I guess Diddy is not an SCP, so I don't care. Oh, hello to Gracie. Gracie has come to join us. Yet another sweetie pumpkin of the Site 42 fam.
Large chunk.
Gracie is a large chunk who believes herself to be a small chunk. If you bend over, she will climb onto your shoulders like a pirate's parrot. A very good pirate parrot, but a very large one.
Purring.
Oh, hello, cat I've never seen. Yes, Gracie does not often come to the office. Gracie is a dormitory cat mostly, but she has a large, fluffy belly.
Belly.
Big, fluffy belly baby. Yes, there's the tug bath.
Lick, lick, lick.
Thank you, Gracie. A Gracie fur just landed on the camera. That's hilarious.
It did.
Did you search his legal name, Sean Combs, on the SCP Wiki? Diddy is a newer name. Interesting, Captain Gilbert. I did not check the many aliases. That was my mistake. You might have a point. Let me get this Gracie hair from the camera. There we go. Barker, thank you for sending 3 100s to the chat. I'm sure they will continue to keep it 100. What font does the SCP Foundation use? What fonts do you associate with SCP for the movie poster? Some person, perhaps. I suggest looking at SCP on an image search to see the different stoic fonts that are used. I do believe you could also use the font that SCP Containment Breach the movie used, because it's a very futuristic science fiction font. Amber, thank you for sending a floating heart to the chat. I'm sure they feel the love. Yes, I was going to look for Sean Combs. Does Sean Combs exist on the SCP database? No pages found with Sean Combs. Puff Daddy. Does Puff Daddy exist? No. Strangely, that performing artist and accused party goer is nowhere on the SCP database that I can find. Dr. Sherman, how close are we to the member goal for the maid dress stream? Ah, yes. There is a member goal for the chat that if we get 5,000 members for the Site 42 YouTube channel, that I have to purchase and perform a cat-made waifu stream. And so the current membership goal, the reason we have 5,000 members as the goal is because that is where we unlock the maximum amount of YouTube emotes for the channel. Frickin' YouTube doles them out. Like every 100 members, you get another emote slot. So we need 5,000 to unlock them all. It's very annoying. But currently we are at just shy of 400 members. It's a real shame. We had a big gifting spree at the beginning of the first year of streaming that got us up to about 2,000 members. We were nearly there. And then the gifting ceased and we just faded back down to normal member numbers. Now, 400 members is nothing to shake at, and I appreciate all of our green names. But we need a lot more to get to that maximum emote level. That way Junior Researcher Sally can bless us with all of the emotes for the channel. Coolman Fight, thank you for donating again to say, Dr. Sherman, a warning for you. The Snyders may be baking a yellow rabbit cake. For your birthday for the Site 42 staff. No, no, no. You do not get to ruin my party with a terrible cake. That is not the kind of tasteless cake one makes for birthdays. No. What do we do with HL Zen? Well, aren't they aliens from another dimension? Can't we just close the dimensional wormhole? Froy, the falling emojis did not glitch them from other users. We know that because there are still people who have all the emojis. It didn't take some away, at least to my knowledge. I mean, I might be wrong. Dr. Sherman, how did Dr. Wrights not get fired for flirting with SCPs? That's the benefit of being highly capable. If you make yourself irreplaceable, you can also get away with a lot of shit, even if it's against protocol. Damn it, Agatha. Learn on. Thank you for sending a 6-7 to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I am sure they will groan. And then thank you for sending them a flow state. I'm sure they will lock in, especially on the 3 doubloons you also gave them. By the way, Site 42 staff, we are in the last 14 minutes of stream. 14 minutes remaining, so get your last minute questions in. Just a Factory, thank you for your first donation of today's stream as well as being a member, and thank you for making the effort to go to the Ko-Fi. As we all know, the Ko-Fi only takes 3% of your donation as a service fee, while YouTube takes 30% of every super chat. So we definitely appreciate you making the long way around. Grab yourself some tacos on your way past the commissary. I'm currently trying to get a job with the Foundation Air Transport Team. Also, I'm containing SCP-999 in their chamber since someone thought it was a good idea to give them a Red Bull. That's terrible. I'm glad you were able to lock up the slime boy, though. Good job applying to air transport. I hear they are hiring, so you should have a pretty good shot. Intern Colin, thank you for sending a flower to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I am sure they will find it very pretty. Can you tell me about the SCP floating hand spider? Well, intern Jace, the floating hand spider is not technically an actual SCP. While watching Site 42, you must pay attention to whether the SCP that I list is an actual canon SCP, or if I am interpreting something from off-site as an SCP object because I'm an SCP researcher. So the floating hand spider is an unofficial SCP. It is not canon, it is not on the SCP database. But because it's lore to Site 42 specifically, it's over at the super cool petting zoo if you want to visit it. Do I need amethyst to visit the floating hand spider? Will a spare face work? Nolono? Where did you get the spare face? Huh? Why do you have a spare face? Yes, I am also concerned about it. Happy of Interest 42. I'm concerned as where Mulano got a spare face. Yes, it will protect you because you can throw that face to it, but where did you get it? I seen you before. Intern P, you will see me again too. Fine, Puppy of Interest 42. Since you are so despero, here are the requisite belly rubs you require. Do you see, chat? Do you see what I'm dealing with here? The necessary amounts of attention for baby? Very sweet child. Intern Doggo, thank you for sending your first donation to today's stream. Go ahead and grab yourself a smoothie. On your way past the commissary. Hi, if the Hidden Order exists in the SCP universe, would the Foundation help them, or is it too public for them? I don't know what the Hidden Order is. Can you elaborate a little bit? I am not familiar with this group of interest. Where are they from? Void Sir, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. If you guys like SCP Foundation animations, you should look at the collaborations between Voidster and I. Voidster has been animating some of my old super popular shorts. In fact, Voidster, since you're here, business-wise, I'm getting to the point where I can catch up with you on that previous short you did, and we will be able to square that away. If you want a head start on the next one, have we done the floating hand spider yet? We did, right? Start looking for another one, because we can get the next one starting soon if you have the time for it. We already did the floating hand spider, I believe. But you can look through my shorts to see if there's any that inspire you next. Doggo, thank you for donating again to say the Hidden Order is the AC main protagonist group. AC, is that Assassin's Creed? What is that, though, Dead Doggo? Please be more specific. Yo, I was thinking about animating something for the movie, maybe. Yes! Oh my god, do that and do that fast so we can help the Kickstarter, Voidster. That would be amazing. We need to spread the word. Assassin's Creed, yeah, okay, thank you, Dead Doggo. So, the Hidden Order are not the Templars, right? The Hidden Order are not the Templars, or are the Templars the other one? I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since Black Flag. I played the next one, but it was so boring that I couldn't be a pirate that I quit. Mamori, thank you for sending a gifted membership to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. If you receive that promotion from Mamori, make sure to thank them for their generosity. Goldman Fight, thank you for donating again to say, I did try to stop the Snyder's yellow rabbit cake. Well, stop it harder. Explosive munitions are allowed. The Hidden Ones fight the Order who attempt to coerce and control the public. So yes. Then the Hidden Ones would be a frustrating group of interest. But, it's strange because they are based on the idea of control or freedom, which is not really the SCP Foundation's purview. We contain anomalies. What we would be doing is we would be fighting both of them to take their anomalous objects. We wouldn't care about their little squabble, much like we don't between the Church of the Broken God and the Sarkics. We would just be on the outside looking in and saying, hey, give us your anomalies, you jerks. Will the Foundation help async from the Backrooms universe if they exist in the SCP universe? No, we would not, because they want to market the Backrooms publicly as storage and housing. We would not let an anomaly be known to the public. Hello, sir. I'm making an edit for the movie for the Kickstarter. Hell yes, Puckle Duck. And remember, everyone, in case you weren't here early, I am announcing that we should be having SCP the movie posters. Share them on your social medias. Send them to me so I can share them on social medias for you on my bigger platform. Make sure that you give me a handle / username and a platform you want me to share you on, because I'm going to share it everywhere. But if you're only on one platform, I want to know tell them where to find people. But yes, hashtag SCP the movie. I want movie posters to share. That's the art bounty for this week. So how much can you lift? Lornon, that depends obviously on what muscle group you're doing. And unfortunately for my pride, since I was out on injury with my ankle for over a year, my weights have decreased greatly. But, at my prime, I think I was benching 180, which is not terribly impressive, but not bad. My squat, my dancer legs are where my power's at. Because before the injury, I was pushing on the leg press machine something like 370, 375. So that felt pretty cool. Be aware of my strong, strong dancer legs. Intern Shadow Bella, if you want to try and spread the gospel at the SCP Foundation, you at least need to tell us what Jesus you worship. Because we contain 6 iterations of Jesus. Uber driver Jesus, bread Jesus, cockblock Jesus, vor Jesus, milk Jesus, and Jim Davis, creator of Garfield Jesus. If you can't be specific about your Jesus, we're not interested. You are going to hell. That is if there is a hell, which you don't know. You believe in a fictional place. So do we, but ours is called the SCP Foundation. And our fictional place is a lot more fun. Well, it's not a lot more fun now that I think about it. It's actually pretty terrifying. And there's a lot of violence. Okay. I already sent my fan art Friday email. Can I send a second one for the movie poster? Sure, some person perhaps. I will allow it. Special occasion. Yes, I know we have Dead Bird Jesus, intern Hunter Mark. But there's like 31 plus iterations of that, and they're all dead. So they don't count as living in containment. Site 42 staff, we have 5 minutes remaining in stream. This is your last chance to ask your questions. Short article rec for Pride Month, 5515. The fact that I'm recommending it for Pride Month might be a spoiler. Well, DJ, if you guys want to read 5515, you can go give it a look. If it's Pride Month related. Coleman Fight, thank you for donating again to say, I got an alliance proposal from Black Mesa due to peanuts. What do you think of that, Dr. Sherman? What do you mean due to peanuts? Why does Black Mesa want to ally with us due to peanuts? What does that mean? What does that mean? Intern Thasai. I am a cis-het male. Why are you interested in my gender? Does it matter? Does it matter if I wasn't cis-het? What? I guess it's Pride Month, so for representation's sake, yes, I am cis-het and ace. And my author is cis-het and straight. Are you ever going to talk about rubber? Intern Sako, why would I talk about rubber in any particular fashion? It is a material used for various industrial purposes, or bouncing balls or tires. Why do I care about rubber? It's not anomalous. Coleman Fight, thank you for donating again to say they found SCP-173. But what? It's still in containment. How did they find it? Did they find another one? What does cis-hat mean? A chest factory? Cis-hat is a very particular hat that you wear during Straight Pride Month. I'm kidding. Cis-het. Het is short for hetero. It means that you're straight. So actually, no, I'm not cishet. I'm cis-ace. My author is cishet. I got that wrong. My mistake. Cis means non-trans, and then het means heterosexual. Why is your jacket rainbow? Aren't you supposed to be wearing a lab coat? Yes, intern Fairlindo, this is a lab coat. It's just festive for Pride Month. If you're allergic to peanuts, oh, dear God. We got to get this on camera before she disappears. This is Theo. She is shy. She is very shy. She does not like being held. She is sweet, but she is sassy.
Little princess. Floof.
She is very floofy and very pretty.
And off she goes.
Run, Theo, run.
She likes Charlie.
Theo is very shy. We'll have to see if we can get a good picture of Theo to put in the Discord server. That way you can see her without struggle. So you like working at the SCP Foundation? Well, intern Sako, I would say it's a dangerous job, but we're doing our best to help humanity maintain normalcy and civilization, so it's a rewarding job at the end of the day. Keter Labs Kickstarter link where? Poster purposes. If you go into the Site42 support beacon, beacons.ai/Site42, the first link is a link to the Keter Labs SCP Containment Breach the Movie Kickstarter. If you are allergic to peanuts, can 173 kill you? SCP-173 is made of concrete with spray paint, and there's some poop and feces and blood around it. It's not actually peanuts, that's just a nickname. Get your head out of your ass. You're supposed to be a professional SCP Foundation staff member. Obviously, you'll still die because it'll break your neck. It has nothing to do with peanut allergies. Come on! Rebel Commander, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a apple cider on your way past the commissary. Something bit me now. I hear colors and taste sound. Yeah, head over to medical for that. Intern Smoking Auditor, thank you for gifting a promotion to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. If you are here, Halv 500, and you got that promotion, make sure to thank Smoking Auditor for their generosity. And Site42 staff, this is another ending of Dr. Sherman's Coffee Break, another subsidiary of the Anomalous Broadcast from Site42. And as I do at the end of every stream, I tell you guys my favorite SCPs. But of course, I'm not going to tell you that my favorite SCPs are the ones I wrote. That would be cheating. But if you want to read the SCPs I wrote, you can go to the Sherm's author page in Site42 Hub on the SCP database. There you can read the SCPs I wrote, as well as contributed voice lines or sound effects to. And while you're on my author page, one tab over from the links from the SCPs, you'll find a list of links. Links that people ask about in the chat, but then they somehow don't get the hint to go check. But they're not as smart as you guys, chat. You'll find those links, I'm sure of it. And when you do, you can become a Site42 Patreon patron or a YouTube channel member to donate to us monthly. You can do a Ko-Fi or a YouTube Super Chat to donate to us one at a time. Either way, direct donations are the easiest way to help out the Site42 staff, and we appreciate it. Myself, Desk, Agent Goose, the Pets of Interest, everyone appreciate Synth, the editor, everyone appreciates your generosity in helping us to do this. And if you are broke, gang, and you can't donate, do not fret. We understand starving artists here at Site42. You can still help us out by being a determined member of Mobile Task Force Psi 42, codenamed the Signal Boosters. when you like, share, subscribe, comment, chat, make art and memes and shitposts and clips and edits of our work and the work of the SCP projects we support, like Keter Labs, SCP Containment Reach the Movie, hashtag SCP the Movie People, show me those movie posters, as well as the SCP Wiki and its authors and artists, as well as SCP filmmakers and game makers and animators and podcasters and merch makers, etc. You are helping us to have better SCP projects out there. The community needs to coalesce because of Creative Commons. They will not get made without our help. The studios don't want to touch us, so we'll just have to touch ourselves. Uh, Ignore that. Don't clip that. Anyways, we thank you for your service, Mobile Task Force Site 42, codenamed the Signal Boosters. Smoking Auditor, thank you for sending another membership. Thank you for your generosity. Crimson Paws, thank you for sending 3 stars. 4 stars. Will you do 5 and make it a 5-star team again, or are you going to leave them at 4 stars? Looks like you're leaving them at 4 stars. Blue Phantom, thank you for your first 2 donations to today's stream right at the end of stream. Grab yourself some taquitos on your way past the commissary. No, you can't end it. How is Death's Day and the pets? There's probably interest in the last minute treat. Have a good day, chat. Now you can end the stream. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for allowing us to close stream successfully. Froy, you made him a 5-star team again. That's very good. So, Site 42 staff, that is the end of our containment hazard assessment team for the day. Oh no. Sleepless Dragon, you made them a 1-star team right at the ending, and now Froy's trying to fix it again. Can Froy fix it? Froy fixed it. And now, Site 42 staff, I thank you all for attending this coffee break with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast for Site 42. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. See you in the next video or stream. I close my eyes, drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew. Far, far away, someone was weeping, but the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. I wore my coat with golden lining, bright colors shining, wonderful and new. And in the east, the dawn was breaking, and the world was waking. Any dream will do. A crash of drums, a flash of light, my golden coat flew out of sight. The colors faded into darkness. I was left alone. May I return to the beginning. The light is dimming, and the dream is too. The world and I, we are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do. The credit song is Any Dream Will Do from Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Smoking Auditor and Froy and Sleepless Dragon, thank you for sending so many stars at the end. Thank you. I hope the Star War turned out well. Site 42 staff, be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video or stream.